Hey guys, welcome back or welcome for the first time. Today we're exploring Grand Cayman's 7-mile beach to see what species of animals we can find. The most numerous and prolific species I saw during low tide were these sea urchins. Now, I'm not sure the exact species, but based on images and their description, I'd say that they're rock-boring urchins. They're mostly located here in the Caribbean, but can be found off the coast of Brazil and in many areas in West Africa. What I found especially interesting about these urchins is the fact that they could live for 10 years and that they lived in colonies. About 240 of them could be found in 1 meter square, and this is due to the fact that they have so much food and they grow so slowly that there's little reason to compete. Anyways, now for the next animal. The next animal we saw was this colony of brain coral. If you didn't know, brain coral, like all other coral, is not one single being. In fact, corals are made up of multiple beings, known as polyps. However, unlike other coral species, brain coral polyps are much more integrated together. Brain coral polyps have more connected tissues and have no skeletal structures, separating them from each other. This leads researchers to think that brain corals are more complex than other corals, as it is commonly thought that the more integrated the polyps, the more complex they are. But complexity isn't the only thing that makes the polyp structure special. A more connected polyp colony can make it easier for the polyps to communicate with one another and function more efficiently. But there are downsides to this. One of the downsides is that a more closer community makes it easier for viruses and diseases to travel. These viruses include black band disease, the white plague, and thermal bleaching. The third and final animal I'll be talking about is a conch. Conchs are part of the family Strombidae, meaning true conch. A conch is generally used to address a medium to large species of sea snails. They are commonly found in shallow, warm waters like the Caribbean, though due to climate change, many of them have moved up to colder and temperate areas. A baby conch's diet consists of small plant matter, such as seagrass, algae, plankton, and other small particles carried by the ocean currents, but larger adults can eat larger plant species. Despite being heavy, conchs can travel many miles in a day to get to new grazing grounds. They use their feet to launch their bodies into the water, propelling them forward without using too much energy. Even though conchs have heavy and hard shells, they are subject to many predators, such as nurse sharks, loggerhead turtles, lobsters, hermit crabs, and eagle rays, most of which are commonly found here in the Caymans. In terms of breeding, a female will lay anywhere from 8 to 9 clutches after breeding in a season. These clutches are laid in gelatinous strings that can stretch for 23 meters. A single cluster of conch eggs can have anywhere from 180,000 to 430,000 eggs. In terms of interaction with conchs, here in the Caymans, it's illegal for tourists to take their shells as a souvenir, but it is legal to keep their shells as a byproduct after you eat them. So if you eat one at a restaurant, you can keep the shell afterwards. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys want to read more about conchs, you can check out the Animal HK website, link in the description.